That night, a poor black girl gave up the only thing she had to save a dying stranger on the street. She didn't know his name. She didn't know his status. She didn't know that by sunrise, he would return as a billionaire CEO and ask her to marry him. It was almost midnight in downtown Chicago. Rain soaked the empty sidewalks as Maya Johnson clutched a small paper bag to her chest. Inside was her dinner, a cheap sandwich she bought with her last $5. That was all she had for the day. As she hurried toward the bus stop, she suddenly froze. A man lay collapsed near an alley, his body trembling, lips turning blue. People passed by. Some looked. No one stopped. Maya hesitated. She was already hungry, already tired, already late. But something in her heart wouldn't let her walk away. She knelt beside him. "Sir, can you hear me?" The man's breathing was shallow, his pulse weak. Poison, she could smell it. Without thinking, Maya ripped open her bag, poured water into his mouth, forced him to stay conscious, and called an ambulance. She stayed with him, even when her stomach screamed with hunger. By the time the ambulance arrived, she was shaking. The paramedics rushed him away. Before the doors closed, the man weakly opened his eyes and looked at her. Their eyes met. Then he was gone. Maya never even learned his name. The next morning, Maya stood outside a luxury hotel mopping floors as part of her janitor shift. Her body felt weak. She hadn't eaten since yesterday. Suddenly, the entire lobby went silent. Black suits, security guards, luxury cars outside. A man walked in, tall, composed, powerful. Maya looked up. Her mop slipped from her hand. It was him, the same man she saved, except now he wore a tailored suit worth more than everything she owned. Whispers filled the room. "That's Ethan Carter, the CEO of Carter Holdings, one of the youngest billionaires in America." Maya's heart pounded. Ethan's eyes scanned the lobby, then stopped, locked on her. He walked straight toward her. Everyone held their breath. Ethan stood in front of Maya. Slowly, respectfully, he knelt. Gasps echoed across the lobby. "Maya Johnson," he said calmly, "I was poisoned last night." Maya froze. "I just left a board meeting at one of my hotels. Doctor said if I'd arrived 5 minutes later, I'd be dead." People stared in disbelief. Ethan reached into his pocket and pulled out a ring. "Marry me." The lobby exploded with shock. Maya whispered, "Sir, I don't even know you." Ethan smiled softly. "That's exactly why I trust you." News spread fast, but not everyone was happy. Ethan's mother, Linda Carter, stormed in later that day. She looked Maya up and down with disgust. "A janitor?" Linda scoffed. "You think you're fit to be part of this family?" Ryan smirked. She probably planned this. Poor girls always do. Maya stood silent, fists clenched. Ethan stepped forward. "She saved my life. That's all that matters." Linda slammed the table. "If you marry her, you're cut off from this family." Ethan replied calmly, "Then I'll build my own." That night, Maya tried to leave. "I don't belong in your world," she told Ethan. "Your family will never accept me." Ethan looked at her seriously. "Maya, when everyone walked away, you stayed." He paused. "I don't need a perfect woman. I need a real one." Tears filled her eyes. For the first time in her life, someone chose her without conditions. Days later, the truth surfaced. Ryan had poisoned Ethan to seize control of the company. Security footage exposed everything. Ryan was arrested. Linda collapsed in shock. She turned to Maya, the girl she once insulted. You saved my son." Maya said quietly, "I didn't do it for money. I did it because it was right." At a press conference, Ethan held Maya's hand. "This woman," he said, "is the reason I'm alive." He looked at her lovingly. And today, she becomes my wife." Applause thundered. Cameras flashed. Maya, once invisible, now stood at the center of the world. She gave up her only meal to save a stranger, and in return, life gave her everything she never dared to dream of.